Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to be talking about babies and some things that they are able to do that maybe you were able to do when you were little compared to what big kids like you can do now. So to start, we're going to watch a little song first about babies. So I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see the pictures and hear the song. Okay, so it's called B is for Babies.
From your nursery, because baby is a word that begins with B. Smallest member of your family tree, baby is a word that begins with B. Who's hanging in the crib with a teddy? It starts with B. Around the block with a buggy. It begins with B. Ooh, where's the booties? Now who can bounce? Got the ball? Break it down, baby. Now who wants a bath? Ready for bed? Now that's a wrap.
Before we begin our story, I want you to think back to the little video that we just watched, and what are some things that you saw the babies doing? You can pause the video so you can have some time to talk to an adult that's with you, or you can draw a picture about something that the babies were doing. So you can pause the video, and when you're ready, you unpause and you can keep watching. Okay, so some of the things that the babies were doing were rolling a ball, right? Building with blocks. They were crawling around or rolling around. One of the babies was splashing in the bathtub, right? Those are probably things that you've all done as a baby. So now we're going to look at a book, and it's called The Big Book of Little Children. Okay, and do you notice anything on the cover that was also in the video? Right, the letter B. B for baby, big book. So this book has different chapters in it. We're not going to look at the whole book. We're just going to talk about babies and then little kids like you. So let's go to chapter 1. It says, very little children. Okay, see, very little children. And look, she's looking upside down. Here come the babies. Babies everywhere. Babies in boxes. Babies in boots. Babies on backs. Babies in coats. Babies in cribs. Babies with cats. Babies in socks. Babies in suits. Babies in sacks. And babies in boats. Babies in bibs. And babies with bats. So I'm going to hold the book closer so you can see all those pictures of what the babies are doing. Okay. What are babies like? What do you think babies are like? Babies kick and babies crawl. See, they're crawling in the grass. Slide their potties down the hall. Right? Some babies, when they get a little bit bigger and they're ready to potty train, right, when you use the toilet, they have their own little potty. Babies smile and babies yell. This one has a funny smell. Uh-oh. What does that mean when a baby has a funny smell? They probably need a diaper change. What do babies play with? So before we read, I'm going to take a minute. You can pause and talk about what babies play with. Okay. They play with baubles and bows, fingers and toes, shoes and hats, and sleeping cats. Frizzy hair, saggy bear. That means an old floppy bear. Empty box, and daddy's socks. So this book also rhymes. There's rhyming words, right? Like box and socks, hair and bear, which also starts with what letter? B. B. See what a baby does. What does a baby do? What do you think are some things that babies can do? They hug. They hold. They hide. They hide. They sleep. They smile and they slide. They jumble, they juggle, they jump. See? Juggle, jumble. Jumble, juggle, jump. That's a tongue twister for me. Bang, burp, and bump. They're banging on pots and pans. Have any of you ever done that when you were little? Totter, tumble, and throw. Gurgle, giggle, and grow. So these are all things, different things that babies do, that some of these things you might have done. What else do lots of babies do? One baby bouncing on her brother's knee. Two in a playpen. Three by the sea. Four babies yelling while their mommies try to talk. Should we count the babies? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness, this one's, look, pulling the other baby's hair. Because babies don't know not to do that yet, right? What comes after 4? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 babies holding hands, learning how to walk. Okay, so that's everything that babies can do. And let's flip, we're gonna go to a different chapter. And it says, let me get there, what little children do. So little children like you and your friends. We are the kids. Look out, here we come. Big kids, small kids, tiny kids, tall kids. Slow kids, quick kids, healthy kids, sick kids. Happy kids, grumpy kids. Skinny kids, dumpy kids, smooth kids, hairy kids, cute kids, scary kids. She's dressed up. All types of children, right? Some of you are taller than your friends. Some of you are shorter than your friends. Some of us are really quick. What are kids like? Kids are silly. Kids are funny. Kids have noses that are runny, right? Especially now with all the allergies we have and the pollen, lots of runny noses. Some kids wash, but some are smelly because they play in the dirt. Both kinds like to watch the telly. So telly is a word for television. What do kids do? So what are some things that you do as a kid? You can pause the video and you can make a list. And then when you're done, come back, you can finish the story and you'll get to see if your list, if anything on your list matches what's in the story. Okay, so let's see, what do kids do? They mix. You ever help mix things? They make a mess. They muddle, they comfort, they kiss, and they cuddle. Right? You might hug people and cuddle, comfort somebody, right? When they're upset about something, you comfort them by giving them a hug, making sure they're okay. Laugh, leap, and lick. Some ice cream. Poke, push, and pick. Poke, push, pick. And they all start with the letter P. So each group starts with the same letter. So I want you to tell me what the next group, what letter it starts with. Scratch, scream, scrawl. Scratch, scream, scrawl. The letter S. And the last group, break, bellow, bawl. So bawl means they're really crying. Bellow means to call out. So you yell for somebody. What letter does it start with? B, break, B, bellow, B, ball. The letter B. Those are all things that little kids do. I'm sure you do some of those things too, right? Where do kids hide? Okay, we're doing 7 in a bed. So we're starting with number 7. How many are in the box? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're counting backwards. We're starting with 7, 6, and then what comes before 6 when we're counting backwards? 5. 5 behind curtains. So let's count the pairs of feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Remember, a pair comes in 2. So you have 2 feet. 4 behind clocks. Here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many clocks are there too? 4 clocks. How many are up in the tree? 1, 2, 3. 2 down in a hole. They made a hole in the sand. And here's a kid who hid in some coal. She got dirty. What do kids make? Do you make anything? You make houses with blankets. I used to do this when I was little. We called it a fort. Me and my brother, we would take the chairs and put our blankets over it and make a fort. Mountains on stairs. Right? You pretend the stairs are mountains and you're climbing the mountain. A sea out of carpets. Trains out of chairs. Right? You pretend it's something else. All right, so I think that's it for this. Yep, for this time, that's it about from this book. Okay, so what we want you to do now is draw a picture showing something that you weren't able to do as a baby, but that you can do now. And then after you draw the picture, you can write a sentence. So let's say you're drawing a picture of you right now feeding yourself, right? So you would write, when I was a baby, I couldn't feed myself, but now I can. Okay, one little sentence to go with your picture, whatever it is that you draw. Okay, and the point is so that we can see how we've grown and how we learn things and how we learn to do things. Okay. So have fun and don't forget to send the picture to your teachers. Okay. Have a great day.